Hey, hi guys, Rhea Reloaded here. It's a beautiful early fall day here in Michigan. It's about 68 degrees, which is plenty warm for me. To me, that's like summer. It's it's plenty warm in the sun, and my husband and I actually took our granddaughter and went to a local park, and I went walking and got some exercise. Who am I? Um, so I'm sorry that I haven't updated since my surgery, but here we go. Um, this is VSG Post-Op 6 days. Today is Sunday, September 20th. My surgery, I had the VSG surgery on Monday, 9/14, September 14th, at Hurley Medical Center, which is through the Hurley Bariatric Center with Dr. Jamal Farhan. And I'm looking down because I have notes. If I don't, I'm going to ramble. So, um, let's see. So this is my surgery experience. This is not a true update. Um, Monday is technically going to be my 1 week post-op, and that will be my update. However, my follow-up with the surgeon is on Tuesday, so I will wait and do an update on Tuesday. Okay, so here we go. A few stats. I'm 47 years old. I'm 5'5.5". Hoping to get up to 5'6" once all this weight quits holding me down. Okay, so my high weight was 337. That was about a year ago. I had lost about 12 pounds. I was holding right around 325 for the past year. So I think that 337 was kind of just an anomaly. However, that's what it was. So I lost the 12 pounds. I was at 325. About a month before my surgery, I went on my own diet, high protein, low carb, and I got down to 315. So I lost 10 pounds doing that. Then the 2-week liquid diet, I lost another 8 pounds. So that took me down. So day of surgery, I was 297. So that was a total loss of 40 pounds from my highest weight a year ago. All right. So first, let me say kudos to those of you who make videos directly before and after the surgery. Either the hospital I was at was super efficient. I just didn't really have time to wait around. And then afterwards, I really just kind of didn't feel like, getting on and making a video. My experience wasn't bad. I didn't have a lot of pain. I'll get into that, but I just didn't feel like doing videos. So here we go. Let's see. Day of surgery, Monday, September 14th. My husband and my 2 nieces were there. I call these girls my sister nieces because I am in a different age range than my brothers. I am the same age as most of my nieces and nephews. So these girls, they are sisters. They're about as close to me as sisters can be. I don't have any sisters. I have 5 brothers. And from the minute I told them, they supported me. They were excited for me. And they were there the day of my surgery. All right, so sorry about that. Had a little interruption here. We have a full house. We're like the Waltons here. So at the currently, both my grown daughters and one husband and 2 grandbabies live with my husband and I. So it's hard to find a spot or a space that's totally your own. But I digress. All right, so my husband was there, of course, but those 2 nieces of mine, Dana and Tanya, you're the best. And that's all I'm going to say about that because I don't want to get weepy or anything. But you know who you are and what you do. Uh, all right, so I checked into the hospital. They didn't weigh me, which I thought was odd. However, I had weighed at home that morning and was 297. They got me checked in, did all the typical stuff, started an IV, gave me a shot of the Lovenox, which is a blood thinner. Um, I was unusually calm. If you know me, I have anxiety uh, about things, worrying, and all the potential things that could go wrong, this, that, whatever. Um, didn't really have that, which was good. Um, so let's see. They moved me into the pre-op room, uh, where it was just my husband and I. Um, Boy, they got me ready. She said something about giving me a shot of something to calm me down. And buddy, did I feel that? I said, "Woo, did you just give me something?" And she said, "Yeah, works quick, doesn't it?" I said, "Yeah." So the next thing I remember, I was kissing my hubby goodbye, and uh, and the next thing I don't even remember the trip on the gurney through the hallway to the operating room. Just the next thing I knew, I was in the operating room. You know, they strap you down like Jesus, you know, with their hands, and I had one moment of slight panic when my hands were strapped down, and they put the mask on my face. I said, "I'm slightly claustrophobic," and I started to try to get my hands up to the mask. And he said, "Oh, don't worry about it." And he took the mask off my face, and I calmed right down. I mean, it must have been, we're talking that this all happened in about 3 seconds. It wasn't, there was no big ordeal. At any rate, and it felt like literally the surgery must have taken about 5 seconds, because from the time I said that and I was out, I opened my eyes and there were people over me, different people over top of me saying, "Oh, the surgery was good and you're doing, you know," and okay. Uh, After that, ooh, sorry, B. Um, so let's see. After that, really, you know, it's just flashy coming out of the anesthetic. I don't know if anybody, I mean, I know everybody's different, but uh, just flashes of things here and there. I didn't wake up for long at a time. You know, trying to get up out of that anesthetic is pretty hard. Um, and I really just slept most of that Monday. I don't really remember doing anything. I remember kissing each of my nieces goodbye as they left for the evening, and my husband. Um, and then tried to sleep the rest of the night. Now, if you've ever been in the hospital for anything else, you know, they poke and prod and wake and check and all night. Now, that's what they're supposed to do, and I'm glad that they do it, and they're glad they took care of me, but there's no really resting in the hospital. So, let's see, Tuesday morning, I still slept most of the day, just exhausted. And I was having some nausea, and but I did manage to make 4 laps of walking around the nurse's station there. And let's see, then on to, that's all for that day. I really just tried, I was still mostly out of it, sleeping when I could. Wednesday was the day I went home, and I knew I was going home that day, and the surgeon had been in and checked everything and said everything was going fine. I was able to keep the little cups of fluid down. That's what I don't have. I was going to bring out my, you all know what the little medicine cups look like, 1 ounce medicine cups. I find that those are so tedious. At any rate, it's what you have to do, right? So I'm measuring my water and my protein drink that they bring you, which is, ugh, by the way, whatever one they gave me in the hospital. I can't remember the name of it right now, but yuck. Anyway, I was keeping fluids down. I was expelling fluids, urinating, fine. Everything was fine. So I knew I was going home on Wednesday. That was the most torturous 6 or 8 hours on the planet. The bed was uncomfortable. Uh, I just couldn't wait to get out of there. And I knew once I got home, I would feel much better. I would recuperate much faster. And so Wednesday morning was torture. I did 2 laps around the nurse's station again. My husband got there to pick me up. We still had to wait a couple hours before they finalized paperwork. Did another couple laps. So I was walking. Then let's see, got home about 2 or 3 o'clock, and really pretty much slept the rest of the day. I was having nausea, or what I was explaining as nausea. However, I've come to realize what was really happening is I've heard everybody talking about spasms. And I think it was more of a spasm, and I couldn't really pinpoint it. It wasn't when I was drinking, it was just occasionally whenever it wanted to hit. But there would be a spasm and 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 this immediate wave of nausea or sickness. And it didn't last very long. It would be like, ugh, and I would feel sick, and then it would pass. So after listening to my body for a little bit, I realized that's what was happening. It was a spasm that was hitting me with a little nausea. So I wasn't really having nausea. Um, but we're all different. We all take it as. And my husband was actually really impressed with the fact that I was hopping up and I was moving around in bed well. I've had gallbladder surgery before, which is similar. They got the 5 trocars in there, and they're moving stuff around in there, and I expected it to be similar to that. And I guess it was, but I don't know if the surgeon was just gentler, more gentle, um, or what, but it just seemed that I just, pain-wise, took this one pretty well. So kudos to the surgeon, I think. Um, let's see, then Thursday, first day, full day at home. It was a full-time job, getting in your meds, your food, your water, your protein. Pretty much Thursday and Friday, that was the dealio. That was the day. Um, because you go home with more meds, not lifetime meds, but you've got some medicines that, you're going to have your Prilosec, your omeprazole. Um, that's my surgeon at least wants me to take that for at least a year. That's going to protect your stomach um, from acids, ulcers, things like that. It's Then there was another medicine for. They gave me about 3 or 4 medicines for nausea. If this one doesn't work, take the next one. If this doesn't work, take the next one. There was another medicine to protect you against ulcers, and that is, check this out. This medicine, it's a liquid medicine, and it doesn't taste too bad. But the problem with taking it is, you're supposed to take it not in conjunction with any other medicines, not 1 hour before or 1 hour after any other medicines, and you have to take it 4 times a day. That's 8 hours. When the heck are you supposed to fit all these other medicines in? Anyway, all right, so back to, so it's a learning process, uh, trying to get your schedule down, trying to get in your 2 ounces of oatmeal cream soup, whatever you're allowed to take, whatever you're allowed to eat. And, still get in the water, and your tummy's gurgling, it's making noises, it's spasming, like I said, but nothing too bad. Friday, felt a little better. Yesterday was a good day. I felt good, um, and I actually cooked for the family. this whole time, mind you, the last month, my husband and family has been great. He told the kids that I was going to be doing my own thing. I wasn't going to be cooking for them. And that they were going to have to be responsible for doing it because he thought it would be too tempting for me to cook something that I couldn't eat. And although I don't think it was too tempting, there were a couple of days where I smelled what they were eating and I hid out in my bedroom at dinner time. But there were um, I'm afraid I would have felt resentful that I had to stay in there and cook that and then I couldn't have it. So, but they didn't do that. They've been great. Um, but Saturday I cooked breakfast, and then I cooked dinner. Now, saying that, I did feel good. Here's what happened, and if you, I don't know if your surgeon will give you an abdominal binder. They gave me one in the hospital. I had to use that Saturday because I was standing on my feet cooking, and I felt good. I had energy, but just the weight of my stomach, and I have a big tummy. I haven't done a body shot yet. I'm working up to that. I don't know if I ever will, but um, that abdominal binder on there just kind of helped keep things contained, not jiggling, not pulling, and I was able to stand there and cook a big dinner for the family. So that was great. I felt really productive. I felt really good yesterday. Um, okay, let's see. Oh, going back to the meds and the vitamins, I just wanted to mention because I've seen some people talking and asking about the kind of vitamins they're taking. Um, my nutritionist and the surgeon's office recommended this program called NASCOBAL, NASCOBAL. What it is a program that, and the NASCO comes from, the B12 is an inhalable, once a week mist. And so you inhale that once a week, and then you're done with your B12 for a week. Um, and it's supposed to be more, your system takes it in better when you breathe it in, but that's up to your surgeon. Also, the reason I like this program is they provide your multivitamin, your calcium citrate, your iron, and the B12, and it was only like, and it's covered by a lot of insurances. And if you don't have insurance, I think they have a program. I can't speak to that. However, um, it's only $25 a month, and I don't have to keep ordering it. They just send it to you until you stop the program, which I like. I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer. Um, they they're all dissolvable pills, all the multivitamin, calcium, and iron. Um, and my nutritionist said it was okay to mix them in with a protein shake or a small amount of water and take them, and I get them down well that way. Uh, they don't taste bad. The flavor's not bad. They're all fruity. I just don't like that big powdery. When that pill melts away, you get that big powdery mush in your mouth, and ugh. So, but I put them in a protein shake or some water, and they're fine. So anyway, if you want to check into that, if you're watching your dollars, I think that's a really affordable program. Okay, on to, all right, so we're going to get to a little TMI here. So anybody that doesn't want to listen, mute me now, and I'll give you a little timeout sign when I'm done talking about TMI. Let's see. Okay, most of my life I have had IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, and constipation has never been a problem. It still is not a problem. Thank goodness. I mean, I guess I'm used to the way it is. However, I'm wondering, once I get on some more solid foods, maybe that will change. Because I know Jennifer Mahoney said she had that problem pre-surgery, and post-surgery she's on the whole, you know, got to keep up on the Miralax bandwagon. So, I don't know. We'll see about that. So just to let you know, not everybody post-surgery has, has constipation. So if you're pre-op, just know that. Okay, I've also got some, the reason this is under TMI is because I've got some big girl panties. They are brand new. I'm not into giving anybody my old used underwear, but they're brand new. I bought them for the hospital trip. They're size 12s. They are boy short style and girls boxer style. Anybody that wants them, I will ship them to you for free. No cost, no shipping to you. Just let me know if you want them, and I will get them out to you. Because not only does that size not fit me already anymore, I don't wear them, which is why I had to go out and buy new before the surgery. I know, TMI, sorry. All right, time back in, guys. TMI is over. Okay, here's some, I'm going to borrow a term from Monica Sleeve McQueen, NSBs, non-scale bummers. Things that I've had difficulty with since the surgery. Sipping and not drinking after you eat. My surgeon's office says that I can drink right up until I eat because the liquid is flowing through your funnel, i.e. your new stomach. Liquid will flow through easily. Once you eat, you have to wait 30 minutes after to drink. And a couple of times, I just have to make sure that I look at the clock and I wait. Because I can't stand a dry mouth. And when I'm done eating, I usually take a big sip. No, I usually take a big gulp. I like to drink with my meals. So that's been rough. And a couple of times, I'm not a rule breaker, guys. But I'm supposed to be measuring out my water into those darn little 1 ounce cups. I just find that so tedious. You pour a little, it's gone. Okay, I'm drinking out of my big, no straw, but my big water bottle. And it's just so automatic the way that you drink. I have taken that water bottle and went glug, glug, glug. Oh crap, I was supposed to sip that. And then the pain comes and then it's like, oh. So that's a learning experience. And what I have found is, my little trick to that is, I close the cap on the water bottle. I don't leave it open. I close the cap. And so when I have to go drink, I have to open that cap, and it opens a little bit hard. So it makes me stop and think, okay, I have to sip. I can't just pick up the bottle and mindlessly take a big drink. So that's been helping. Second NSB, breath. Not mine. I mean, I'm sure mine's not the best, but others people's breath, I just can't stand. And it's everyone's, so I'm sure it's not like, oh my God, all of a sudden my husband's not brushing his teeth or something. It's just like, I am hyper aware of breath. Other smells, not so much. They don't bother me. Colognes and stuff. I've always had a sensitive nose. But people's breath. And I wonder if it's because when you go on date night and you only eat onions or garlic if the other person's eating it, because it kind of cancels each other out and you don't smell it on their breath. I'm wondering if it's because I'm not eating food and they're eating food that I'm not having, and something about it that I'm picking up on. Anyway, that was a bummer. Okay, I'm going to end this video on something good. NSVs. Today, my husband and I took my granddaughter. I already told you this. We went to the park. We walked. I got exercise. That is not normally what I do. And although I'm still healing, my tummy's still sore, and I couldn't do any brisk walking. You know, we took her to the playground, we walked around down by the river, um, you know, and it was a good day. And that is one of the main reasons, that was one of the main catalysts, my grandkids, is one of the main catalysts for me having the surgery. Let's see, one more NSV. When, when I stand up, when I have my bra on, I can only see boobs when I look down. I don't see my tummy. Oh, it's still there, and it's still big, but it's not protruding. It's not big and swollen. This, especially this first roll right under your boobs. Yeah, I got more than one roll. This first one right under your boobs, I don't see it. It's the first thing. It's the first place I lost weight, and it's darn near. You probably can't tell by the way I'm sitting now. I'm not sitting very. Um, I'm sure it doesn't look very nice. But anyway, that's the first place I lost it. And when I stand up, and when I have a bra on, I look down and I don't see a big belly sticking out from underneath my boobs. So, all right, that's my ramblings. That's my surgery experience. That's where I am today. And I will check back in on Tuesday, the 22nd, with my 1 week post op update. Thanks, guys. Bye.